They say that Jack the Ripper's crimes were so gruesome that they would make even Hannibal Lecter blush. But who was Jack the Ripper, and why should you care? Let's get into it. It was the year 1888 in London, and the Industrial Revolution was in full swing. The city was a breeding ground for poverty, crime, and disease. It was also the home of some of the most brilliant minds of the time, like Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, creator of the world's first consulting detective, Sherlock Holmes. But even he couldn't solve the mystery of Jack the Ripper, a serial killer whose victims were mostly sex workers and whose crimes shocked the nation. We don't know much about Jack the Ripper because he was never caught. What we do know is that he murdered at least 5 women in the space of a few months, possibly many more. His first victim was Mary Ann Nichols, a 43-year-old sex worker who was found dead in a pool of blood, her throat slit ear to ear. He struck again and again, leaving a trail of blood and terror in his wake. The press went wild, the public was outraged, and the police were desperate to catch him. But who was Jack the Ripper? And why did he do what he did? There are many theories. Some say he was a member of the royal family. Why would the police want to cover up his identity? Well, because a scandal would rock the nation and perhaps even end a dynasty. Others say he was a doctor or a surgeon. Why? Because he was rumored to have attended medical school and he knew a lot about anatomy and how to stop bleeding. Still, others say he was an artist. Why? Because he was said to have carried a sketchbook, and he took great pains to pose his victims' bodies after he had finished with them. The truth is, we may never know who Jack the Ripper really was. But that doesn't stop us from trying. If you like true crime stories, stay tuned for more.